Um, you know, the only thing I keep telling them is I'm so proud and I respect them so much to be able to deal with this. I mean, not only every game is an event. Every game they played this year was an event. Every game is somebody's Super Bowl. Every game the coach walked off the court and would say, that's the best we played all year, whether they came here or on the road. They took on all challenges. It's not only you coming at them, it's people around them coming at them. And they were able to shield all of that and play for each other. And they did it again today. They played for each other. You know, Billy's trying to work his way through guys being injured, coming back. He's trying to figure it out. But you saw they were ready to play us, and great game plan, and you know what Florida did to us. And then we had that one stretch. It was probably 5 minutes of the game that we won the game. But that's okay. I mean, that stuff happens sometimes.
Coach, talk about Carl in that 5-minute stretch.
Well, look, I keep trying to explain to Carl, you are so good, you don't have to do anything crazy. So why do you keep trying to do crazy stuff? You're too good a player. Now, if you're not that good a player, you try to do something crazy so people see you. Like, wow, did you see that? And the rest of the time, the dude stinks. So he doesn't need it, but he's young. And when we needed him to play at the end, he played. Now I'm on him. He goes 13-9 in 27 minutes with 6 blocks, 3 assists, 1 steal. I mean, we all know how good he is. But I'm on him because I want him to be the best. I don't want him to be just a good big. I want him to be the best. And he's working toward that. I thought, again, you had Trey Lyles today. You're starting to see how good he is. Trey Lyles is as good as anybody in the country. Thought our guard play, Andrew, Aaron, Devin, Tyler, those guys played well. Dakari Johnson played well. Dakari Johnson played better defense than Carl did, to be honest with you.
Hey, Coach, early in the season, you were saying that if this team loses one game, they need to lose it now. And with them going 31-0, would a loss in the SEC tournament hurt or help?
Well, the thing we've talked about, tournament, I'm not a big fan of tournaments. Never have been. 3 games in 3 days, what does that do for you? I mean, I don't think it does anything. I'm not a big fan. But this place is a different animal. Our fans who can't get in this building, and I know you're saying, what do you mean? There were 25,000. Yeah, there's probably another 100,000 that want to come that can't get tickets. They go to the tournament, and they spend their rent money, their mortgage money, their car money. They get money, take loans, and they go to the tournaments because they can't get in here. So what we're doing, and the team, we all talked about it, we're going to play for our fans. It's not going to have a bearing on our seed in the tournament. It'll have no bearing. It never has. Now, maybe this year it will have a bearing if we lose. I don't know. But winning has never had a bearing on the NCAA selection stuff. Never. So we can't promise we're going to win every game, but we want to go have fun for our fans. We want them to enjoy the experience, that we respect what they're doing to get there. So it's a weekend for our fans and for us to enjoy them.
Cal, was that your decision after the game to have that little celebration with the T-shirts, or was that up to the players?
I really didn't have anything to do with it. You know, it's nice. I really didn't see it. I kind of walked off the court. What did they do? What kind of celebration was it?
They got T-shirts, held them up, talked on the microphone for a little bit.
That's really nice.
Cal, you told me yesterday, I asked you how it should be remembered if you finish an undefeated regular season, exclusive of whatever, you know, not counting what happens next. And you said we could lose the game, and then how you didn't. So how should this accomplishment? Billy talked a lot up here about people should take a minute to appreciate how hard this is to do.
I would tell you that what these kids have accomplished, and as young as they are, and it's not winning every game, it's that they shared. You got Andrew and Aaron. I didn't start them in the second half because I never do. But think about that. You know how good those two are? Trey Lyles, who I'm telling you is as good as any player in the country, steps back at times so Carl and Willie and Dakari and these guys and the guards can step up. You know, our guards sharing with each other, you know, passing to one. That's the story. This is a great story for college athletics, for society, that instead of me, it's us. And when you do that, we all benefit. Like every one of these players has benefited by this. And I'm not just talking by they won and they're the no, their stock personally has risen, every one of them. And that's how this is supposed to work. We do this together, everybody benefits. Not the school, not the coach. All the players benefit. And that's what's happening, and I'm proud of them.
Cal, despite all of this and the pressures of being undefeated, these guys seem like they're really loose and almost having a lot of fun with this run. Do you like that, and do you see it as well?
I think, again, the one worry I had prior to the game was I wonder if they're feeling this. I'm older. I've been through so much. You shoot me, it goes through a bazooka hole. Okay, I've been shot at so much. So I've been through this, the grind of this. They haven't. I mean, Willie Colley, you think about it. He was on a team that went to the NIT and lost to Robert Morris. I mean, now all of a sudden you're in this boat and you're on this team. The biggest thing I'm trying to tell these guys, and I'm telling my staff, man, we all have to stay connected and enjoy this. And I'll tell you, I would imagine, just saying, that there'll be some stuff written and said. I want to tell you all, no one will steal my joy. So if you want to attack what we're doing or you want to be nasty about it, have at it. You're not stealing my joy. Coaching this team with these kind of kids, you're not stealing my joy.
Well, since you're in such a joyous mood, John, was that part of the reason for starting the 3 seniors that you did and also bringing?
What would you have done if we'd have lost this game? How many of you would have said, how could he do that, start those guys with this on the line? Well, let's think about it. I keep telling you this is about these players, and it's about them. Well, what about those 3? The reason I started them is I wanted a picture of them starting. We're framing it. CBS is going to get me the starting lineups with their names on it. It's going to be framed. And I told them prior to the game, 35 years from now, you could say you started. Who the hell knows?
That's the reason you put them back in at the end, too?
Well, the end, because the students wanted them back in.
So you were listening?
Yeah, I listened to the students.
You've obviously achieved a lot, John. You've obviously achieved a lot. Now you have a perfect regular season. How will you view this year if it doesn't end with a national championship?
Well, it's not that. It's on the 28th of June. That's my last day. That's at draft day. We'll see, and I'll be able to tell you after that. 8 or 9 guys get drafted. I'm going to be very happy for whatever happens. I'll be really happy.
You're already an odds-on favorite to win the NCAA tournament before the selections have been made. You think that is...
You don't know the bracket yet, and I can guess the bracket. You want me to guess it for you?
Sure.
I bet you they slide the Lakers in there.
You'd be all right against that.
I can give you the names, and you'll say, well, you're not in that room. How did you know?
As a follow-up, do you think that that's a realistic evaluation of your chances?
I don't know. I mean, I'm going to try my hardest to keep these guys in the moment. What I told them after the game, I want you to think of us if each of you is the best version of yourself. And if you know you're not, you got to ask the question of yourself, why am I not what I should be? And if that, by getting all these kids and worrying about them playing well and worrying about them, if that's not good enough, I'm telling you I can live with it. I had to live with a 9-point lead with 2:20 to go and missing free throws. And you know what? I live with it because our kids gave everything they could, missed some free throws down the stretch. I'll live with it. I'll live with what the result is. But I'm telling you again, this is not, and I know our fans get mad when I say this. My concern of these players, if we do right by them, they'll drag us where we're trying to go. And I want you to think, if Andrew and Aaron are driving the ball, not settling, if Tyler and Devin are playing at their best, if Trey Lyles gives you what he gave you today, if Carl plays like he did the last 5 minutes, well, he hadn't been there the last 2 games. Missing shots, missing free throws, that's not who he is. What if he's at his best? What if Marcus Lee's in blocking shots playing like he did against Michigan? What if Dakari's playing like he did today, making free throws, making baskets, flying, playing great defense? All of a sudden you start looking around and saying, man, are they really good? We're unselfish. We just got to get a bunch of guys playing at their best, and that's the whole goal. And I'm going to say this again. You all know I'm not looking for 2 guys to score, and the rest of you play defense, take charges, rebound, set screens. I want all these kids to play basketball. I want them all to do the things they can do.
Cal, so if this is the best version of themselves, if they live up to that potential, is this your best Kentucky team?
Well, you can't. I don't compare. I've had good teams here, and I've had good teams at UMass, and I've had good teams at Memphis. Really good teams, like really, really good teams. This team's a good team. This may be one of the deeper teams I've had. And I'm doing stuff, platooning and doing stuff that I've never done before, but this is a good group.
Anything else?